Okay then guys, something a little different for you today. No race car involved. Noisy. So less of the noise, we are embarking on over 1,000-mile round trip. We're going to start right here at home in the Midlands. Then we're going to head up north towards Nottingham to collect our cargo. Then from Nottingham we head back home because we've got to get a good night's sleep because we are heading on the big leg of our trip in the morning. We'll leave the house at 4:30 in the morning, all the way up to Ashford, where we have to get our travel documents stamped for our load leaving the country. Then we can finally move on to Folkestone, where passports checked and the French side of the documents stamped before we swim across the ocean to get to Calais. Then from Calais we go a big long trip all the way to Disneyland Paris. We're going to drop off our cargo, ride the car's ride, load the cargo back up and head back home. So we head straight back to Calais. We swim back across the ocean back to Folkestone. Once in Folkestone, we then have to head to Ashford to get our documents signed to say that we are back in the country. Now we are really home and dry and on our way back to the Midlands, where it's going to be late, so we'll grab some sleep. And then in the morning, the smallest part of our journey, back to Nottingham to drop off our goodies. Right. But first, we need to get ourselves some AdBlue because the truck is definitely going to run out halfway there. Right then, as you guys saw, we picked up a few more things than just the AdBlue. 5'4" skeleton. Don't ask, but do ask, because you just wait for the Halloween video. And we also are taking a cooler with us. Good old boot. We're also taking our cooler with us, so instead of paying for on the road snacks and drinks and stuff which cost a bomb, we're going to take, obviously you saw the Monster for the many hours of driving, and then some water. And I keep saying we, it's because Archie and Alex are coming on this road trip to Le Paris. So now we're loaded up. We've got to go and get fuel and then head north first before we go south to go and pick up our cargo. So let's get some fuel and go get the trailer. Trailer is on. I always quick check, make sure my ball joint's good. Get kit round. Check the lights are working. And we're hooked up and good to take the car now back to our house to load up and ready to leave at 4:30 in the morning to go to Ashford, where we have to get the travelling shipment documents stamped at Ashford and then across to the train. So let's head home, get a few hours kip and be on the road at 4:30. So we've just got home with the trailer, and I would have filmed getting it on the drive, but one, I don't do it in one shot. Two, it's still impressive, but I don't do it in one shot. And secondly, I couldn't do it with the phone in my hand and I didn't have the GoPro with me. So look how tight it is. and the street. You see the angle I have to take. The street isn't that wide. So I still find myself very impressive getting it in here. Look how tight it is. Tight! Bolt, there he is in all his glory. We've still got a bit of space there, I can drop that back a bit. So let's drop the trailer off, because obviously we've still got daddy duties. We've got to pick Archie up later. I don't want to be doing that with the trailer on. And then yeah, load the car up with all the goodies. While I'm dropping it off, I thought I'd go through some technical aspects of the trailer. It's an Ifer Williams, 10 foot by 8 foot by 8 foot high. Twin wheel, dual axle. And you saw me put this on when I loaded it. This is so if the trailer comes off for any reason, it pulls hard down here and pulls the handbrake on. So if it doesn't do a front flip, it will just stop the trailer dead. It's a brake trailer, so this here moves on a piston when I brake in the car, and that puts the brakes on the trailer. Obviously this here is our lights. And that's it, the technical aspects of a trailer. It's quite simple really. You drop the wheel down. Oh, if you don't do it too tight, drop this down. Onto that. Pull the pin. Then you lift this to take it off and wheel that round to take it up. Simple. Not forgetting, of course, to pull the handbrake up. Don't want it rolling back into bolt, and I can't miss anything on a video these days. Someone pulled me out for videos being backwards the other day. I'm sorry, I will do better. Good morning, gang. It's currently 3:41 and the house isn't awake yet. I've just got a few bits and bobs, the cooler to put into the car, and also hook the trailer back up. I had to take it off to go and pick little man up from nursery yesterday. So yeah, we're going to be on the road at 4:30, and then we've got a 3.5 hour journey to Sevington. 180 miles is the first stretch to go and get paperwork stamped. So first things first, coffee at this time of the morning. We're 40 minutes into our journey. I don't know how many miles we've got left yet, but Archie's got his croissant. Archie's got croissant. And yeah, another 2 hours and 20 to go. So we're now at Sevington, ready to get the paperwork signed. I've got to be careful what I'm filming, because it's customs. But we've done a full tank of fuel, and we've only done 180 miles plus yesterday's 100 miles, so 280 miles with the trailer on to only get for 105 pounds. So I'll get the paperwork signed. We've now got a full tank. Let's get across the border. So now what happens is you take them the paperwork in, you sign a few things. They could just stamp it, but now you have to wait. We're just waiting for a text. As soon as we get a text, we have to go back inside. They've stamped it. Then we have to head over. Then we have to show our passports over actually at the crossing. Once we've shown our passports, then we have to get it stamped again. And then we go through French border, and we can finally get on the train. Disney. Wow, let's shut that noise up, not you. Archie, you gonna tell them what we've done? So we stamped the British side. Okay. We stamped the French, but still British side. So we're now stamped, we're through the car now, no more paperwork can stop us getting across. We're now in the queue, waiting for Le Shuttle. You ready for the train, Archie? I hope that's excitement. Woo! A car, wow. Wherever we are, Archie will find some cars. Porsche, GT3 RS, GT3 RS, GT3 RS, and then a Mercedes at the front. Main question is, will the trailer fit, or can I get the trailer on there? Is that fun, Archie? Are we inside a train? Wow, I think we're driving halfway to France. Right then, so we had the audio fail, and what I'd said was, yes, we made it into France, but boo, we have another 3.5 hour journey to go. And what I did was, I give you some stats on the beast that we were driving. So this is a 2 litre, used to be a 3.2, but obviously with emissions and saving the planet, it's now a 2 litre, but it's a bi-turbo. So bi-turbo, so that means the single turbo one is a 170 brake, the bi-turbo one is 230 brake, probably more than Bolt's pulling. It has a 10-speed automatic gearbox. So the way that they fix it, that it's still good mileage on the road and pulls well, is that they've taken the 3.2, made it a 2 litre, banged 2 turbos on it, and a 10-speed automatic gearbox. Now it should do 33 to 36 miles to the gallon, but when we were towing, it was pulling only 24 to 26 miles per gallon. But this little gem has done over 70,000 miles in 3 years, and I have not had one single problem with it. So let's roll on with the video. Let's make it to Disney. Right, so 10.5 hours later, how sunny is it here? We've made it to Paris, clock shop. Just offloading the goods now. We're just talking stats because you like to know stats. We've used another 3/4 tank of fuel to do that 3.5 hour journey this side of the pond. Doing 62 mile an hour, 60 mile an hour, but obviously with the trailer and the wind, takes the fuel. But now, wow, me being a plonker, that should be attached to there. And I showed you on another video, didn't I, where basically that attaches here, and if this was to ever come off the car, it pulls the handbrake up, puts the brakes on. Well, I left it on, and then it was also snap to then, so you're not attached to the trailer anymore. So it put the handbrake on, the trailer would stop where it is, obviously probably do a front flip, but it's planning to stop it rolling off, but then also you're not attached to it, so you're not dragging it down the road. And luckily enough, my boss is a legend, and we carry numerous of these, because it's the first time in 3 years I've ever done this, but it clearly is a common mistake, especially on long trips or even in the dark. So to replace this, we've got to just take this cotter pin out of here, pull that pin, pull that, and then that literally goes back on there, look, like that, with that pin pushed through. job done. And I was actually really panicking because it's actually 3 points and a hefty fine on your license if you don't travel with one of these. So luckily, like I say, we know it's a normal thing, so we've got them in the truck. But I actually panicked because I thought I'd seen one in there, but then couldn't find it in the rescue box. But we found one. We cannot panic now. Let's go enjoy Disney. Well, this video is just going to be all in rewind going home. But we've come to hook up the trailer and we have a flat tyre now. Curtis noticed that the cap was off, so maybe someone's just let it down. So we're going to pump it up, head to get some fuel and see if air stays in it. If not, we've got a tyre change, but this is not what we needed. We've got to catch the train at 2:10. We did factor in some time for delays, but will we make the train? Right, tyre's good. So it's probably the one time that I was happy that some kids just let it down. The cap was off and we haven't got a puncture. So just put another 60 euros in. That's about 54 quid. So that's now 154 pounds we've put in fuel. And we've now got another 2 hours and 20 minutes to the shuttle, about 205 kilometers. And yeah, see you back in the UK. Well guys, we made it back. I could have filmed some more after checking in regarding the tyre, but the race was on to get back to the train. It's currently 8:40 here now, so we've been on the road for 12 hours, near enough. It's 22. 9, we left at just before 9. Yeah, when we got to stamping the paperwork. Sorry guys, I'm shattered. We got to stamping the paperwork at the Calais side of the border. Just jumped straight into the passport queue, and the passport queue, for some reason, because it was Monday, I don't know, but it was way longer than I'd expected. Obviously we got behind with the flat tyre, which didn't become anything. It was just a flat tyre, but it still put us behind, because putting 75 psi in a small tyre with a foot pump takes time. We only stopped once. We are currently down. We had to refill again the other side. So the train was, we missed the 2:15 train, 2:10 train. We got the 2:45 train, so we weren't too far behind. But then that put us into the traffic in London side, M25, etc. And if you follow me on other social media platforms than YouTube, you'll know Sam will find the traffic. We were at, that put us behind time anyway. I keep jumping forward, sorry guys. Then to go to Ashford to get the paperwork signed, we sat for 40 minutes. Got a text message, can you please come in because there's something wrong with your paperwork. They'd asked me to fill the wrong side of the paperwork out, so then we had to then go back into the queue. So we were about 1 hour and 30. We sat at Seventon, so that put us back. Let's say we got to Seventon. I think we got to 7. Didn't get to there. So we got the 2:45 train. We go back in time. I think we got into Folkestone about 3:30. Got to Seventon about 4:45, 4 o'clock. So hour and a half. Didn't leave there till 5:30. And we've stopped once on the way home. So the return leg is always harder because you're hitting it in the night time, whereas when we left, you're hitting it in the day. But I hope you've enjoyed this trip. I'm not going to bore you anymore. I've got a kebab waiting for me. Alex has already taken Archie in so we can get his dinner and get him to sleep, because he slept for 50 minutes all the way home. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this different type of video. It's still car related, it's still me. I did say this channel was going to go down the route of being a bit of everything, not just cars. Obviously we've got Bolt the race car, but this channel is going to become just me and my life, and my life is creative. If I'm not building a race car, I'm building a wardrobe, or I'm building decking in the garden, or next week's video is I built a shed in a couple of days. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. We are now 10 subscribers away from 500. So please, if you've got to the end of this video, you're not a subscriber, do a burnout, do a handbrake turn on that subscribe button, please. And we'll see you guys on the flip side. Spuds.